Hey everybody. Hi everybody. I am Mr. Munji from Al Faisal International Academy School. So today we're going to speak about science for grade 6. Lesson 16 magnet, pole and field, page 124 to page 127 from the pupil's book. So we'll start our lesson by listing our objectives. So the first one, it is identify the north second and the south second pole of a magnet. Number two, state that like pole repel and unlike pole attract. Number three, draw the magnetic field that surround a magnet. And my student, describe some of the characteristic of magnetic field line. So take a look first about this picture. So the magnet. We have a lot of toys and a lot of games that using this kind of object. So it is a magnet. The majority of magnet that it is famous colored by what? By two colors. And there are many colors. It can be black, can be brown, can be many colors. But the famous one are those are colored by blue and red. So we're going to define what's the meaning of magnet first. The magnet, it is a piece of material that attracts iron and some material with invisible force. This invisible force that we know that sometime when we're going to use two kind of magnets, sometime it will pull each other and sometime it will attract each other. So and then that the magnet actually it is formed by what? The magnet it is formed by iron and sometimes formed by nickel or cobalt. So those are elements that we can use it to produce or to make a magnet. And then let's go to speak about the different types, different shapes of magnet. So this one, it is called a bar magnet. So this one is called bar magnet. And then this one is called what? Is called a bottom magnet. After that, look for this one. This one, it is a horseshoe magnet. Like this one, exactly the same. And this one shape U or U-shaped magnet. Okay, so those different shapes of magnets. So actually, how many shapes of magnet we have? How many shapes can you tell me? Yes, excellent. We have five. One, two, three, four, and five. We have five shapes of magnets. So I will repeat again. So this one, bar magnet, the first one. Number two, you need to memorize it, this one, my student. So this one, the first one actually it is a bar magnet, as I said. Next one is bottom magnet. Number three, horseshoe magnet, cylindric magnet, and U-shaped magnet. So the U-shaped magnet, this one is U-shaped magnet. The cylindric magnet, this one is a cylindric magnet. Number three, it is the horseshoe magnet. This one, those two are called horseshoe magnet. Then we have also the bottom magnet, and also we have the bar magnet. This is called what? A bar magnet. Okay, and then you need to memorize all of those shapes. Okay, my student, take care. So this one is very important. Okay, and then we'll go directly now to identify the composition of magnet. The magnet is composed by what and why? Sometimes it will attract and sometimes it will repel. So the magnet actually is formed by two poles. The first pole is called the North Pole. It is sampled by letter N. The sampled by letter N, we're going to see here, N that means is the North Pole. S that means is the South Pole. The symbol S that means South. The N symbol that means North, as is written here. The poles are usually marked on a magnet by the North Pole and the South Pole. So actually, the different kind of magnet should be formed by two poles. There is no just one pole for a magnet. We cannot make a magnet formed by just one pole. It should be composed by two kind of pole, as we're going to see here. This is the North Pole and this one is the South Pole. So every magnet has, as you repeat again, every magnet has a north pole. The pole of the magnet are placed where the magnetic force is the strongest. So you know that sometimes we have a magnet is very strong, and sometimes the magnet is very poor. So that means it's very light. So the force is not good, or is not very high. And then how the magnet it will attract and how the magnet will repel. Attract, what's the meaning attract? Attract does mean it will push each other. Attract does mean it will move toward each other. This is the meaning of attract. Attract does mean it will pull each other toward each other. So this is the meaning attract. Repel does mean it will push each other far away. It will push each other far away. So this is the meaning of attract and repel. When it will form the attraction and when it will form the repulsion. So attraction, it will form when we have, as I said from before, N is north and S it is the south. When we have two different kind of pole, so that's mean we have the north, this one is called the south. So when we have south and north, two different, so that means it's called unlike pole. Unlike pole, for example, is not the same kind of pole, N and S. So that's why N and S it will attract. Also, when we have S and N, it will attract. But on other side here, like pole, it will repel. Like pole, that means the same kind of pole. N, it will repel. And this side, it will push each other far away. So the same thing for this one, S and S, it will pull each other. So that's mean it will push each other. That's mean it will repel. So this is the meaning, or how the magnet it will repel and how it will attract. So the unlike pole attract. They will pull toward each other. Yes, excellent. It will pull. Here we have it will pull. It will pull toward each other. But what about like pole? Like pole, it will pull or it will push each other. Can you tell me? Yes? Yes, Muhammad? Can you tell me? It's perfect. Excellent. Yes, the like pole repel. So that means they will push away each other. So this is the meaning of repel. Perfect. And then in other side, the two kinds of forces is called what? There are formation of a magnetic field between those two kind of pole. So this is called what? It's called the law of attraction and the repulsion. The law of attraction and repulsion is called what? Is called attract or repel. So the magnetic field now. The magnetic field, actually it is the area. You know the meaning of area? Yes, perfect. Area, that means is the space around the magnet. It is the area around the magnet that is formed or where the magnetic force, there are a force of attraction or of what? For a push or a pull. So this force is called what? A magnetic force between the two kind of magnet. The area is called what? Magnetic field. So actually we have a magnetic field. Inside the magnetic field, there are what? There are a magnetic force between two different kind of what? Of magnet. Look for this picture here. This picture that will illustrate for us the magnetic field. Yes, is a magnetic field. So we have here two kind of magnet, S, N, and S. So here it is what? What happened here? Repel or attract? We have S, take care. We have S here, and we have N. It will attract or it will repel. Yes, perfect. So it will attract. So here, because we have two different kinds of pole, N and S, it will attract. So this is called, all of this is called what? A magnetic field. Between the magnetic field, there are some lines here. There are the lines. So you should know that the magnetic field, it will pass from the north to the south. From the north to the south here. From the north to the south. Directly to the south. Toward the south. Okay. So when we have lines, there are spaces between each other. For example, the lines here. when the lines are spaced between each other, so that means the magnetic force is not so strong. But here, the lines so near, so close from each other, so that means the magnetic force it is very, very strong. Do you got it? Yes, perfect, excellent. Let's go to the next part. So the magnetic field. Actually, the magnetic field is formed, as I said, is formed by field lines. So this one as we drawing here. Next one, we know that those lines it is formed by what? By the magnetic. It's called what? Magnetic force. It will be strong. It will be strong, the magnetic force, when the lines are close together. Are what? Are close together. Close, very near from each other here. So that means it is very strong magnetic force. But in other side here, the lines so far from each other. So that means it is not strong magnetic force. And then the field line directly should transform it from the pass from the north to the south. It is not from south to north as the picture here. Look for the picture. From north to the south. From north to the south. From north here also to the south. When you said from south to north, so that means it is wrong. It's not from south to north. It should be from north to south. Excellent. Perfect. Just one direction. From north to south. Excellent, and thanks so much.